Hi everyone, it's Marcy Denning here from Stampin' with Marcy. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Canada, and I sell all of the fabulous Stampin' Up! Products that I share with you during my videos. If you are just popping on for the first time, hello and welcome. If you're watching me live, it is Thursday, November the 14th at 1:06. I am late and I do apologize. I was doing a bunch of errands this morning and they took longer than I thought. I'm super excited to be here with you today. Tomorrow I'm heading to Toronto for on stage. I am presenting this year. I was asked to present, so I am extremely excited for that. Little nervous as well, but so all of my friends that are Stampin' Up! Demonstrators, if you are traveling today or tomorrow, safe travels, enjoy wherever you are, truly just soak up the experience. If this is your first on stage, you guys are going to absolutely love it. Stampin' Up! Really does know how to treat us well and put on a great show. So please, when you pop on, tell me where you're watching me from. Sharing is caring. I would love it if you would share my video. It's how I reach more crafty friends. And if you are watching the replay on YouTube, which will be placed on Saturday the 16th, please click the subscribe button below if you haven't yet. Give me a thumbs up. If you're watching on Facebook, give me some hearts. I truly do appreciate it. So I am going to flip you around. Give me a moment. My stand is all messed up because I was doing Facebook Live with my team. I also had a team meeting, so it was my stand was reorganized for that. So it's going to take me just a few moments. So hold on just a little bit. If you get seasick or motion sickness, please close your eyes. We're just going to flip you around. And bring you down. And there's my lovely ceiling. And flip that. And there we go. I hope. Let's see here. I'm going to have to adjust my lighting here. All right, that was pretty painless. Okay. Sorry about that glare. Let me just move my light so that it's oh, it's being fussy today. It's clicking on and off. So it is a very dull and dreary day here in southwestern Ontario. It has been doing a lot of snowing lately. We're having temperatures that we normally don't get until December here in November. So it's rather chilly. So hopefully for tomorrow's drive into Toronto, it will be better weather. I got my nails done. Thank you, John at Linda's Nails. I showed him a picture of what I wanted. They are sparkly. My fingertips are red because my hands are cold. It is rather chilly down here in my office. So hold on just one second here. Okay, so I'm taking a break from Christmas and creating something with a spring stamp set. This is Inspiring Iris from the annual catalog. It was one of the stamp sets that was on sale during the sale, that was October 22nd or something like that. yeah, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to pull it out and play with it. As I look out my window and it's all snowy, I'm dreaming of flowers. So can you see that beautiful script? This is the new Scripty, I think it's called Scripty embossing folder. I just got it. It was on my wish list for a very long time, and when I was placing the order for the Scripty 3D, yes, when I was placing the order for the stamps that were on sale, and there it is right there. It's on page 199 of the annual catalog. And you can see my little write-up here. Because this is a new embossing folder, it's one of our new embossing folders, so I am teaching my ladies in class, if it's new, you must use blue. That handy little saying, so that they would remember. So because it no longer has the Sizzix, because we are no longer affiliated with Sizzix, so the size of the 3D folders is a little different. It's a little thinner, so our 3D embossing folder is a little thicker than the normal plate. So I found that little rhyme to be very helpful. If it's new, you must use blue. If you don't have this, you could use a shim as well, a paper shim. But yeah, so let's get started. So I am using, my colors are, this is Purple Posy, and this is Highland Heather, and Soft Seafoam. And then I've got the Purple Posy ribbon. So even though we no longer have the Purple Posy ink, you can see how beautiful Highland Heather looks with it. So let's get started with our stamping. So because this is photopolymer, we need our Stampin' Pierce mat. Okay, so tomorrow morning I am leaving here, Strathroy, at about 8 a.m. I have my rehearsal at noon at the convention center. So, because Toronto area generally has traffic that's quite heavy, and you don't know what's going on the 401 for construction, I want to make sure that we've given ourselves enough time. Okay, so I'm just going to stamp that. I'm bringing it up just a smidge. I have rehearsal at noon. Then afterwards, I'm having a little visit with my friend Jen, and scooting back to the hotel to freshen up, and then I have center stage in the evening. That's for Silver Elite demonstrators and above. We have a special dinner. Okay, so I'm now inking up. Can you see that? Bring that over just a smidge. I'm inking up my leaves and the stems in that. Now this is not going to match perfectly. It's the style of the stamp set. So I'm lining it up so that I'm hitting as much of this part as possible. That's how I'm lining it up. And then this down here doesn't 100% match, and I am okay with that. It is the artistic watercolor type of style. Move that to the side. And now we're going to come in with our Highland Heather. You know, I never was a purple girl until Stampin' Up! Revamped their colors was that last year? And introduced 2 years ago, introduced these new colors, and I love them. So I've actually stood up and I'm lining it up as best I can over top, holding it for a moment. And there we go. Now before I put any of this away, I'm going to set this aside for a moment, and I am going to remember to show the inside of my card some stamped love. So I'm just inking it back up with my tuxedo black. Let's turn you this way. Bring it up, because I'm just going to have the flowers coming up from the bottom. Okay, then bring my soft sea foam. This is my favorite green. I've always been a subtles girl. It's just in the past few years that I started to challenge myself to start using the bolds, bright colors that are not my norm. I generally would gravitate towards the very soft, subtle colors. I don't know if you can see. Can you see the lighter and darker areas, the shadowing? That is actually in the stamp set itself. Which, and I can see, oh, we've got a hair there. So let's take, I don't want that. I take your pick tool to, I'm not scraping it, stabbing it. I'm just dragging to see if I can't get that. I don't want to damage my stamp, but I want to get that hair. And I'm just going to give up and stick my finger in it because it's not coming off. There. I hope I got it, so I'm going to re-ink that. Okay. And with the on stage, they've lifted the spoiler ban, so my team members that are coming are actually allowed to videotape me. So I'm hoping one of my ladies will do that for me so that I can see my performance and share it with all of you down the road. I don't want to share it too early because it's just November and you cannot get the products in your hands until January unless you join my Sassy Stampers family. So I don't want to be sharing things with you that you can't get for months. So it will be very limited as to what I do and don't share. Okay, so I'm now going to take my purple posy and my big shot, and I'm going to use my line that they have given us, the guideline, so that I don't put it in crooked. Carefully close it over, flip it over, and then because it's thicker, you only need the one plate. I'm going to try. Thank you, Stephanie. I'm going to try to... Stephanie is one of my amazing Sassy Stampers. I'm bringing this through without shaking my table too awful much. You are going to love the new products, Stephanie. They are just gorgeous. I have a whole suite that I am going to be sharing. Okay, so look at how beautiful that is. Can you see that? Look at, just gorgeous. Okay, so now I'm going to bring in my silicone craft sheet. It needs a bath. It's getting a little dirty. No, Marshall. Marshall has, I forgot to close my door. Marshall has come in to my room here, and this is not scored properly. I pulled this out of my, oh, and here comes Marshall. Hello, buddy. I'm sorry. Hold on just a second. Let me get rid of Mr. Marshall here. Sorry, buddy. Sorry about that. Had a little visitor. Okay, so obviously this was scored wrong, and that's why I had put it back in. But you know what? If I can just take my bone folder and rub this. Okay. All right. So now we are going to glue now. Next week I will not be live next Thursday. I am heading to my sister's place up in the Kingston area on Thursday morning with my older sister. My sister that lives in the Kingston area is my younger sister. I am the middle child. So we are having a sister's weekend up at my sister Carol's place. And she is actually has a craft show on Saturday that Anne and I are gonna go and help her out at. So I'm gonna do my Facebook Live on the Wednesday evening. Instead, I don't want you to miss it. So I thought, well, I have class Wednesday afternoon, so I will do Wednesday evening at 6 o'clock instead. Okay, set that aside. Now this is the rectangles, the stitched rectangle dies. I really like them. I use them a lot. I would say that after my stitched shapes dies, I use the circles out of that package the most. My second most used dies is this package here. I absolutely love them. Okay, so my Purple Posy ribbon, the backing here came off. So I have to be very careful with it when I'm using it, that I don't get it all over the place. So I'm just gonna cut that, and I'm gonna bring my tear and tape in. And again, my comments are not showing. I don't know why. They're not showing on my iPad, just like last week. So I will have to check afterwards. Stephanie, are you getting your nails done for on stage? It's always fun to get your nails done. I was very fussy this morning when I was in, and I told John that I warned him when I booked my appointment that I was going to be extra fussy, because I said there's going to be 300 to 500 ladies watching my hands, so my nails have to look gorgeous. So do an extra good job. I mean, he always does a good job, but I was just being extra fussy. And I had taken a photo, saved on Pinterest, of some burgundy nails with the silver on the ring finger. And so I said, I want this color, please and thank you. And he said they actually just got in this new color. It's called I'll See You in My Dreams, this burgundy red. And I said, oh, it's perfect. Okay. So now we're going to attach this. Oh, I forgot. Back up the bus. I forgot to do my knot. Another good thing about this silicone craft sheet, if you don't have one yet, look at this. It just comes right off. It does not wreck my my grid paper that's underneath. Okay, so I am just going to do a rough tie here so that I can see how much to cut off. Set that aside. All right, now untie this so I can do a better job. I want this over here on this side, so. And then I'm just, because there is a back side that is not, doesn't have the purple posy color on, so I'm just going to manipulate that with my hands and turn it so that it's all that pretty pattern on there. Just like that. I'm just doing that little knot and then just giving it that smidge more turn, and then I'm just gonna snip and I think that looks even, like that. Pull that up and right here. And then because I do like my sparkle, I'm going to bring in my rhinestones, and I'm going to put a dot of glue there, there, and there, just so that it helps them to stay. Whoops, runaway rhinestone. Take your pick tool. Love my take your pick tool. So handy. And there. And there we have it. That was a very quick and easy card using the gorgeous Inspiring Iris stamp set. So this is my original, and this is the one I created with you today. Now remember that we have the gorgeous Christmas Time is Here suite is still available, and you can purchase everything separately. Your stamps, your designer series paper, the gorgeous gold enamel dots, the shimmer ribbon, the dies, the beautiful bracelet, all of that can be purchased separately. The paper trimmer is now available. You cannot get the refill blades until January, but trust me, you do not need them at this point in time. You'll be able to use this trimmer for quite a few. All of your Christmas cards will go with that one blade. I promise you. One blade for all your Christmas cards. Easy peasy. And then the last thing is my Creative Escape. I will be sending out an email next week. I have 26 spots filled already out of the 35. So I have 11 spots left, and I haven't even sent out my email yet. This was just from the ladies that have come in previous years, have been messaging me, and my class ladies. So I will be sending out an email next week for this, so look for it. It's already on my Facebook page under events. I believe I already have this on. So if you're interested, message me. Like I said, 11 spots left is all I've got. So everybody, thank you so much for tuning in today. I truly do appreciate it. And safe travels to everybody. I hope you all have a fabulous weekend. And I will see you next Wednesday evening at 6 p.m. for my Facebook Live. I may go live on the weekend from the on stage. I am not sure. I'm not going to promise anything, just to show you that little bit of fun that we're going to be having. So anyhow, thanks again for stopping by, and remember, sharing is caring. Please share my video, and I hope you have a fabulous weekend. Bye for now.